Whew. I realized almost immediately that my mic was turned off. That'd been funny if I like streamed forever and never realized. Yeah, double dash. It looks like this is slightly misaligned. Is it, or is it just me? I can fix it without ruining anything. It was slightly misaligned. Ding. It's weird seeing close normals whiff like that. See that close roundhouse whiffing? A lot of close normals whiff really fast. It'd be interesting if there was an above normal in addition to a close normal. Like if the opponent's far away, you get a far version. If the opponent's close, you get a close version. And if the opponent's closer to above you, you get an above version. I don't think it'd be good, but it'd be interesting. I don't even like close and far normals. Hi. Junbi Wai. Oh, that was a close roundhouse, or a far roundhouse getting hit. I think. I don't know, actually. I saw what it was and then I forgot. Walk up play short. Hi. Ooh, that was a sick whiff punish. He actually walked in to get that low forward on the Ken low forward. That was like perfectly timed and spaced. Shoto lows are a thing of beauty in this game. All three are perfectly designed. What's that? Wake up low parry into just low short? Just steal someone else's answer. Ooh, the cross up lightning legs. That was a nice buffer. That was a punish, I think. Suddenly could have punished a super. Oh, this is almost death. Chip super is looking very powerful, and there it is. I mentioned chip super, but it's not a big deal. Like, Chun-Li doesn't necessarily have to go for it, but the fact that it exists at all is something that Ken has to play around. Copy this with someone on the internet. Did the professor have you come up with something completely original to do? That no one who's ever programmed has ever done before? Damn, look at that, underneath the fireball. Fireball stops really being good once Chun-Li has meter. Or rather, Chun-Li can rather easily super through any aura fireball. Even from like pretty far away. I like the raw activated 3-stone. I think that's good in this matchup. Oh, I wouldn't know how to do that. But for instant overhead jump medium kick. That might not work on Chun-Li if she's crouching and you don't have like a fuzzy guard of some kind. Yeah, they're still calling me into work. And also, I've got a class tomorrow and a class the day after, so my classes aren't online yet. My college has not yet been canceled. Very nice pressure. And this should be an easy win with some nice meter build too. Fireball's quite good in this matchup. Azora. Ooh. Nice. 3-stone though. The one parry. That back fierce trading with the fireball. Oro's fireball has a big hurt box. It has some really nice features and some really shitty features. The recovery is decent. The startup is pretty bad. It's actually so bad that he can't cancel into it and have it combo. Barring launchers. The Herbox is really wide, and also because the Herbox is so wide, Oro actually releases the fireball away from his body, which can do some kind of wacky things. If the opponent's sufficiently close, the fireball never hits them. That usually doesn't happen. He can also throw his fireball through other fireballs, if you let the fireball get close enough before you throw yours. I've done that to win matches. Stone. Oh, that was... or I should have been able to anti-air that. It got dangerous to up. Oh, that was excellent defense from Chun-Li. Imagine having the flu and then catching coronavirus while you've got the flu. Ooh, nice parry. See, I never do that. This can be a touch of dizzy. And it is. Get the stones to hit now. Interesting little juggle. Didn't really matter.
Are you ready? Go.
Honestly, it might not kill you. It might be the best time to get it. If you're already feverish, that probably makes it really hard for the coronavirus to do anything. Maybe your body's already doing its defense mechanisms. I don't really want to play on Fake Kid. I'm just not in the mood to play. Yeah, I didn't notice the table for a long time. I'm sure I noticed it the very first time I played the game. But by the time I really was playing the game, the table just, I tune it out. The Ken stage has something. I never noticed until someone pointed it out. But Ken and Alex stages, they're the same, but there's a clock, and the clock shows different times. It's a nice little touch. Alex's version has a different time of day than Ken's version. Very easy change to make. Wow, good whip punish. Double crouch jab. That's a super confirm, but you never see it. Oh, that was probably a failed super. I think it would have killed Chun-Li. That was not very much health on Chun, and that super is pretty strong even if it's scaled a bit. crouch jab super. I can't even think of the last time I saw Makoto do that confirm. It's safe, anyway. You can often just do another confirm off of single normals, because she has a lot of single normals that confirm. Like Raw Stand Strong confirm super. You can just link super afterwards.
You win. Now. Prepare to strike. Now.
Look at that dizzy adding up. Good lord, that's a lot. Chun-Li can dizzy, but it doesn't happen often. The opponent basically has to run into a bunch of buttons. Her typical, like, mediums don't do a whole lot of stun. It's just like the back fierce and the close roundhouse and stuff. The far heavies.
Battle. Go for it.
Chun-Li super actually does quite a lot of stun. But she'll probably kill you. Nice buffer. If she lands 2 of them, she'll probably kill you. Before she ever stuns you. Nice punish.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Good freeze frame for Chun-Li's face. Oh, what was that? Did he expect to be on the other side? That's such a weird execution error to get. You would never want EX Tatsu there. Even on a standing opponent, it's not good. It doesn't combo from low short. The way that he rolled just makes it seem like he thought he was going to be on the other side. Never thought Kens could mix themselves up with that mix-up.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
To be honest, I really like a stage that's just like a null stage. With just nothing in it. Cross-Tekken in the grid is just the same shit to me. I guess I would say that Cross-Tekken's was busier. I like the color, it was more blue. But like I don't know, it had like the other differences between that and the grid. I like the grid more. I did like Marvel's. Marvel training stage looks good. Whoa! Ken's close drawing activated, but his close fierce didn't hit. I can take a look at this image. That looks pretty... How do I say? That looks like something that someone would have made for like a sprite comic. It looks decent. Looks fine. I think it looks better than his like black and white color that he already has.
You win. Battle.
But black hair and black outfit is just like, it's the edgy, you know what I mean? It's like whenever it's like everyone's first recolor. Oh no, my chat's cut off. I forgot, it's because I was streaming Spyro. Hold up. I can't see what the limits are. That appears to be fine.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Cool. He was like, this is an unmatched lightning legs. I feel like that grabbed Chun-Li from really far out. Very nice. He waited. Did you see that? It's very subtle. Ken waited patiently for a super cancel. And when I say very, very patiently, I mean a few frames.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Ah. Aggressive parry got punished. Ken's still doing it. He's looking for him. He's hungry. Oh, this is like... how do you win? It's still possible. It's not even just possible, it's likely to win. Ken was like 2 mix-ups away from winning, and Chun-Li was like 1. Well, she was a poke away from winning, which is even better than being a mix-up away from winning. But, you know. Oh, wake up EXDP, non-reversal. Oops. Getting reversals is kind of hard in this game. It's one of the reasons people don't reversal much. The other reason is that parries are generally more rewarding and less risky than, like, reversal attacks. Yeah, especially in this game, where the stakes on pokes are a bit higher than they are in most fighting games.
Are you ready? Go.
When did I even say that? For a lot of characters, it is. I don't normally think about parries when I'm thinking about reversals. I usually think about them as an alternative to reversals. Another wake-up option. But reversal parry is like a thing I would also say. Wake-up parry is probably how I would phrase it. Parries don't require precise timing to do on wake-up. Ugh. Nice anti-air. Mash kick during the opponent parrying your jump, your anti-air back fierce. Oh, the only viable reversal is parry. That's kind of accurate. There are EXDPs and supers here and there. But, you know, yeah. The risk reward is shit compared to parry. The main reason you see so many parries in this game is because they're very, very rewarding to go for. And they're somewhat hard to punish. Not extremely hard. But getting a meaningful punish on a parry is less rewarding for the most part than getting the parry. So your main weapon against parries is just having an inconsistent attack timing. That might have been a link. It was crouching Ken.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I like the EX DP there. I think it actually doesn't add that much damage over like light DP. Reversal, something got stuffed. Chun-Li's reversals are already not amazing. She's reversaling with something that doesn't even take meter. I don't think any of Chun-Li's supers have invincibility, but I could be wrong. 2 for a fact doesn't, but it does move during the freeze, and if you get out of the range of a hitbox, most obviously a fireball, then she will not get hit by it. I would have done a swag red parry there. Fuck it. I did that to a Q player at one of the Wednesday night fights. I was up a lot. And then when I won, I blocked the super one like pretty deep into the last round. And then when I won, or like when I blocked it, I red parried the last hit. Or it gets a punish either way. I don't have to parry. I don't even get a better punish by parrying. I just did it for the statement. When I parry like that, sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. It's funny because he didn't say anything when I got that. And then after the match, once I won, he just looked at me and he was like, "You didn't need to do that." And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't." But he was like, "Good game." And I was like, "Good game." He wasn't like all like spiteful or anything. He was like amused. I hate going for red parries, to be honest, but I like getting them. Crouching Chun-Li, we got a cool loop? No. Oh, he dropped an easy loop. It's alright, this ends up... Whoa, that's a punish. I was going to say this ends up being good for Yan if he can get some meter back and win. But, so much for that. Yes, meter is not so hard to build. I think it works on any crouching character. Don't quote me. Oof. Twin health is pretty low. That's the one saving grace when you're fighting them. They bleed so bad. It's hard to find those parries versus Yan. He's a hard character to parry. He has a lot of unreactable attacks. He can vary the timing of his attacks very easily. And Yan players don't tend to do the ones that are reactable. Nice parry, nice punish. Whoa, the light DP didn't hit. Sakura Day was yesterday, or maybe even, yeah, yesterday. I went all a pie day without eating a pie. And I thought, I'll go to the supermarket and buy a pie. And then I remembered that I'm a fat fuck, and I decided to skip it. Skip the pie. Nice double DP, those are hard. Requires a car on everyone except Chun-Li and Q. I mean, fuck, Elena and Q. $7-11 pizzas. I always look at the wings and like the hot dogs and the pizzas and stuff at 7-Eleven and think they look like I wouldn't trust them, you know? But I think one time at some point in college I went to a 7-Eleven and got mini tacos. And I think I remember they were pretty good. Oh yeah, Necro as well. I forgot about him. 3. I think Elena and Necro are the same when being juggled by Ken. I guess that's not so bad. In Japan, they go to KFC. In Japan, the guy looks at his girl and he's like, "Want to get American food tonight?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then they get fried chicken. Damn, he got stunned. Getting. Oh, nice juggle. Holy shit. I like that he went for the medium DP for the second one, too. Whoa.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Very nice. How did he know? Was it a read? Bastion, low forward, light DP. He's just like, Necro's not going to be blocking low. That was a red parry attempt. Hola. I like KFC, to be honest. Sometimes I get their sliders, and sometimes I get their famous bowls. Actually, those are the only two things I ever get. Chicken Littles, excuse me. Also, I get them without mayonnaise. Fuck mayonnaise. I hate it. I don't like mayonnaise. I love that juggle so much. It's like those two were made to be used together, you know what I mean? Which is probably true because Necros Terminus doesn't do almost anything else. Back throw will dizzy, I think. Ooh. Jump back medium kick. Okay. Oh, he might have had a juggle there? Probably not. Hi. Nice cross up. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not surprised. When I fucking cook my own chicken, it's better than any place I can get. I've also got my own custom rub that's just all the shit I like. It's a very basic bitch rub, but I like it a lot. It's salt and pepper and onion powder and garlic powder and smoked paprika. Ooh. Oh, that was a super confirm. You can confirm a single hit of electricity. He just wasn't mashing. Directions, that is. Oh, very nice. That's same medium kick. I haven't seen that normal in a while. Oh, nice little juggle. If Necro can get like a launch. Oh. I think the super roll's dizzy at this point. Or maybe just kill. Oh. Oh, it didn't do either. Yeah, there it is. Didn't every voice actor change between second impact and third strike? The third strike's voice actors are all super good. This matchup is shitty, but I think it's not as bad as you would guess. Drill kicks are pretty obnoxious, and Necro can actually hang with Chun-Li from about half screen or further. Although there are some buttons he can't hit when she has super, as usual. And he gets some cool juggles on her. Nice little meter build there. Fucking staying jab to punish the Kikoken and then super canceling it. What the fuck? That's like a Street Fighter 5 punish. That's a weird thing to see in this game. Like every part of that was like SF5 and not like SF3. Punishing a close range fireball. Using a light normal because your other punishes are too slow. And that combo. Stand jab raw super. Very nice. Necro played that expertly. He was never really in danger of being supered from what I could tell. You can see that this Chun-Li is kind of struggling to make an opening happen. That was one. That was a super confirm. Oh, that could have been it. He didn't have the guts to complete the string. He was expecting parry maybe, or looking for a walk-in throw. He did back short and then didn't do anything. Oh, very nice. Chun-Li's finding these hits that could be supers. Oh, there's one. This is looking real awful for Necro because Chun-Li will probably get some more meter. Oh, okay, never mind. In the process of winning, I was going to say. Ah, the classic. Necro light hammer hook into a second hammer hook. Oh no. Heavy spin? No. It's going for the... I think that has less scaling on the super. So it's probably stronger. If you're going to use a super. Whoa. Ooh, that only hit once too. I think that's 2 hits on taller characters. But Chun-Li was crouching, and crouching Chun-Li is very small. People rarely touch that. Necro's overheads are already reactable, and I think they actually get slower when you EX them. So they go from being shitty to very shitty. He also picked the worst one. The one that jumps is generally seen to be better. Just because they're about the same speed, I think. And the one that jumps, Necro's actually airborne. In fact, I think he's airborne frame 1. And you can like go over pokes and stuff with it. Yeah, the normal and EX ones are both overheads. Oh, that would have been a nice punish. He would have probably had to spend meter to get anything meaningful out of it, though. That would have been a start, but spending meter at that stage in the match would have been very intimidating. Necro can actually somewhat prevent Chun-Li from getting meter, which is interesting because most characters can't do that very well. She can't whiff back fear super safely against him. And he can hang at a range where she can't get him to block her other normals and still threaten her. Oh, Dizzy is looking like a big factor. There it is. This is over. Oh. I think with the EX overheads with Necro, you just have to parry a second time. And that's like the only thing different. They're 2-hit. But it's like if you already parry the first one and you see the yellow, you'll just know to parry again. Electricity has no EX. And neither does the grab. His only other EX move is spinning hook, which is quite a good move, but also unsafe on block. So it's only really seen in punishes. And Necro doesn't confirm it super easily. It's only like heavy spinning hook, I think, that gives you the EX one. Or like back roundhouse gives you the EX one as well. So usually you just see it in scenarios where Necro gets a short punish. Like Necro blocks, like let's say Yuri and knee drop. He does back medium kick into EX spinning hook if he doesn't want to spend a super. Necro's like lack of need for meter is okay though. Or lack of EX moves. Because his supers are all pretty short bars. So he doesn't need to build a lot of meter, and he doesn't care, like, you know, he can just spend his meter on supers. He's generally got meter for a super. Nice anti-air. If you're jumping over Chun-Li, you almost always want to empty jump. Because anti-air low forward is quite strong from her. Then you want to be able to block that on landing and or parry. Okay, I guess just or parry. Ah, crouch jabbed him out of it. Chun-Li's 2-frame crouch jab. Which is actually a 3-frame crouch jab. I would, yeah. Oh, not that. That was aggressive, but not risky. Not overly risky. I like a character like that, actually. Makoto is pretty much that to a T. It's an interesting idea that's kind of been abandoned. Or there aren't as many examples of it as there used to be. Almost always when you have a character who has to make like a hard read, it's a read that's generally very risky, but catches a lot of options. Most of the grapplers in SF5 work like that. It's interesting when you have a character where the read is not risky, but only catches a very specific thing. And Makoto has a decent number of those. Super jump forward, early heavy punch was one such example. That's purely to catch a jump. Jump away. That's going to be like pretty bad against anything else. See, that's an example. I guess it's not that risky, keeps leg counter. I wouldn't do it in neutral, or I wouldn't like to. But, you know, the chances of you getting like crush countered are probably not too high. It recovers pretty fast. Compared to like all other counters, it's really fast recovery. Whoa. I think that's probably right. Karakusa will never be like safe against jumps ever again. And for good reason. If Karakusa had tiny range, it would be okay. But it's actually pretty big. Whoa. Nice super. This might be kill or dizzy. Oh, neither. Oh, this is the forward dash. Unique animation, sweeping a forward dash. Nice. Caught a backdash with low forward. Most backdashes have no airborne frames, but I think a couple do. Nice fucking whiff punish. I don't think he planned for that. Ended up being real good for him. Oh. With SA1 Makoto, there's no threat that her EX chop will turn into an SA2 if you parry it. I think Arliath got me with that one time. He attempted it against me a bunch of times. I think he got me at least twice with it. The chop, and then you parry the chop, and then Makoto super 2s you as you go for the punish on the chop. The chop is very reactable and it's tempting to punish it, but it is a special move that super cancels. And usually chop super cancel is really horrible because it doesn't go into anything Makoto does. But it's ironically really good if you parry and try to punish the chop, and the chop is very reactable. The super 2 can land on you while you're fucking recovering. It's very risky for Makoto. It's like something where you have to have a lot of respect for your opponent to even go for it. You have to be like, oh, this guy's going to parry the chop on reaction. And then he's going to try and punish it. The lack of super cancels really hurt SA2. Because in this game, pretty much the only way you can land it is from, like, Stand Fierce. Whoa, is that a red? That's a weird time to go for that. When people try to red parry, they usually do it in the middle. But why would you even red parry there? You can just parry the last hit. Makoto might get a jump in if she red parries. That's just a really weird time to do it. There's like 8 hits, pause, 8 hits. And it's actually not very hard to get the red parry between during the pause. Doing it any other time is very, very risky. Whoa. It was used primarily to punish fireballs. And yeah, it was a corner escape. Or I shouldn't even say to punish fireballs. It was used primarily to shut down the threat of fireballs. But it's not even great at that. It got better once they made it fireball invincible on startup. But she had to find the wall, and that just took a long time. It feels like she doesn't find the wall as fast in SF4 as she does in SF3. It's probably faster, honestly. One time I had a Makoto get some kind of knockdown on me. And what he did was he did like neutral jump hard kick on my wake up. It was like a pseudo safe jump. This was ages ago. This was like an AE. And then I did a delayed throw tech right as he ultra'd. And I was teching the throw right before like he hit the wall. And the ultra punished me. And I was like, damn. That was at a tournament match in Wednesday Night Fights back when it was at Super Arcade. My guy beat me. He was a good Makoto. I don't remember his name, but it was 3 letters. It was like ETR or something like that. He was like a person I saw a lot, but I'd never talked to him. Whoa. Just whiff punished a fucking grab. With raw super. That was not meaty enough, that universal overhead, to get anything. I don't think. EX spinning bird. Good in this matchup, I guess. Stop Makoto by any means necessary. I feel quite comfortable versus Makoto. She's one of my better matchups. I'm not as good in SF5, so whenever I face a character, there are a lot of characters I can face where I just have this like sense of dread. In SF5, I have that sense of dread against any well-played character, except like a couple. In SF3, I only have a sense of dread against like Chun-Li and Twins. And Ken. I have a different sense of dread. Wow, really? No. I believed. What the fuck punish was that? Oh, he's SA1, that's right. Nice. Remember how I said Chop's super cancel wasn't good? I lied. Well, it's not good. It's just, you know, you got surprise value. And he hit Chun-Li successfully with the surprise there.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
The problem is EX drop is the only hard to react to one. And you can't cancel that into SA1. And the other chops are just all reactable. The opponent can parry them and then wait for a Super 1 cancel, and if it doesn't happen, they can punish Makoto. You can just do that on reaction. And there's no way to confirm it. There's no way to combo into the chop. So Makoto can't, like, the opponent could just block. They could just high block at the last nanosecond. And Makoto would be unable to react. And that's something that's very likely to happen. And she, like, can't confirm the chop into super. You've got to cancel too early. I just roll really fast, to be honest. There's no trick. I do my entire super motion between the two hits. Well, there is a trick. You can buffer it. You can do quarter circle forward, release, so you don't get towards strong. You can do quarter circle forward, neutral strong, quarter circle forward punch, and you can get super cancels like that. I don't do that, but you can. The thing is, if you're doing walk up stand strong, then you can't use that buffer. Like sometimes I do stand strong 2 hits, walk up, stand strong 1 hit into super. You can't do that buffer during that. So sometimes Oro has to go for the double quarter circle between the 2 hits of stand strong. There's another trick still. If you super jump cancel, you get a longer super confirm time. So you do stand strong, 2 hits or whatever, or like 1 hit, and then you do quarter circle forward, up forward. Or like you can do a quarter circle forward, up forward on the first one if you want. And then as long as you hit your punches before Oro leaves the ground, you can still get a super cancel even if you got the jump cancel. And super jump cancels take kind of a long time to leave the ground, so it's like an extra 4 frames or so. And because you can actually get the super jump like very late, you've got a bit of leniency between the 2 hits, or especially if you get both hits, you've got a long time. You can get very late, like super jump cancel supers. The super jump window is bigger than the cancel window. So like a super cancel might be impossible very late in a stand strong animation, but you can still super jump it, and then you can super cancel the super jump. Wow, that was nice. That looked like standing Makoto, so I wonder what he was doing. The timing was so perfect. Oh no. That was Makoto's only link there, so might as well kill her. He could either get a guess right, or he could super cancel for the kill. Super link. Thankfully, Chun-Li players are not very common casually. And the ones that do exist are generally not very good. There's definitely more hate towards Chun-Li than Yun in the community. And I think the pure and simple fact of the matter is that Chun-Li is very simple and Yun is quite complex. Chun-Li has a very powerful mix-up off of something very straightforward. The buffer. Chun-Li has quite a long... Chun-Li's lightning legs buffer works the same way as charge buffers, which is really hilarious. Or charge partitions. Which means that the meter is constantly resetting. So if you're unlucky, you can do like 4 kick inputs and then like wait a bit and then do your 5th kick input, and the game will just like it'll reset to the counter on those frames. It usually won't happen because it's a longer window than the charge window. It doesn't reset as often. But it's kind of funny that you've got a slight RNG element to your lightning legs buffers in a game that's almost devoid of RNG. What is some RNG in Third Strike? The amount of time your dizzy lasts is RNG. That also includes the amount of mashing you have to do to get out of it. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. Wow. Supered the fucking lightning legs. Oh, there's so much for that. Oro Dinosaur is random, but it's not. It doesn't matter. But now that you bring that up, Oro has some touch of dizzies on certain cornered opponents, which rely on a big first stone, which is RNG. Whoa! It happened. Crouching Makoto can fall out of Chun-Li's super. That wasn't even crouching Makoto. I thought it had to be crouching. I think that was just a range issue. Makoto's recoil animation was not good for Chun-Li there. As death. You might call it crazy range. I mean, it is a little bit. It actually doesn't have that much range. Whoa! Do you see that? Makoto did a crouch fierce that whiffed under Chun-Li's far forward. Christ. Just around for nonsense. A match. I didn't know that had low immune frames. That's cool. Or maybe it was Chun-Li's pushbox moving forward and Makoto reaching through it. Non-EX spinning bird. It worked too. Fun fact, if that fireball hits, it actually lowers the damage of the combo. That's why Chun-Li's usually use the hard one. Hi. Street Fighter EX still has machines in Japan that are played. I don't know if there's a competitive tournament scene, but the people who play it seem to know how to play it. I don't know if Street Fighter EX3 ever had machines, so I don't know if Japanese people play that, but it's quite easy to find EX2. Generally speaking, pre-SF4, if a game wasn't in arcades, it's not very popular in Japan. Of a fighting game. Oh, nice parry, nice punish. EX2 is really fun, honestly. If you give me the kanji for Hayate, I'll pigeon read it. I'm guessing the te is hand, but I don't know. Far strong. Buried most of his pokes in this matchup.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Hmm. Forward dash is quite aggressive in this matchup. He's run into 2 back faces in this round alone. Nice. 3 stone. Unblockables. I think this is good. Oh. See, if Chun-Li blocks, if Chun-Li parries Oro, she kills his forward momentum and he doesn't cross up, which removes the unblockable. That's true for most characters. Parrying there is quite good. You want to do the medium kick after you've already gone over the opponent's head, which is easier said than done. It looks like a fairly simple cross-up, but there's actually a lot of things that can go wrong, which is why you see people fuck it up all the time. Oro should not do anything super crazy here, I think. Yeah, I like this. Do a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, I like low forward.
Are you ready? Go.
Oh, see, I don't know either of those characters. Yeah, the second one looks like the character in Wind. Or it might just be Wind. Oh, look at that. Hold on a sec. Yeah, that's it. That's Wind. Kaze. I knew it. That was weird. What just happened? I said I didn't know either of those characters, but I actually knew one. If Chun-Li's absolute max range, I've seen that scenario before. If Chun-Li's absolutely max range or just near full screen, either absolute full screen or very close to it, she'll hit the extended her blocks from Oro, and then the first rep of kicks might not come onto the second rep. I should just say won't. It's not even a sometimes issue. Chun-Li, Chun-Li super goes almost full screen, but not quite full screen. It's like 3/4 screen, maybe a bit more. Roundhouse is pretty risky in this matchup because Chun-Li's buttons just go under. I would have super canceled there. So EX? Okay, here we go. Crouch for your super here. Yeah, and then dizzy. That was kind of the wrong combo. He should have gone straight to roundhouses. Now he's actually not going to stun. Amusing. That was like played really badly, but he ended up being better off for it. Combo juggles into sweep are character specific. Chun-Li's one of the characters it works on. That was a little bit of style points from that Oro. Chun-Li a few. 3 or 4 or 5 maybe. I think Necro. Definitely Alex. Definitely Chun-Li. It depends on the low. Whoa. Meaty close strong. Sometimes you just do it because it's safe. It's actually very hard to punish. Even if you parry it, Oro can super jump his way out. Crutch jab. I see that button once in a blue moon. It's like a worse low short, and there we just saw it get parried. Although low short would have been parried there too since it was a low parry. That double jump was kind of awkward. The Chun-Li's playing around the double jumps really well. There's the matchup. At least a little bit. Probably 99% of opponents I play don't know how to navigate to punish a bad double jump, or how to put Oro into a mix-up because of a bad double jump, because they're generally not unsafe. But sometimes you get guaranteed mix-ups. I typically don't do the bad double jumps. See, that was a kind of bad one. And Oro ended up being in a scenario where he ended up taking a bunch of damage immediately because of that. Perfect. If you could not use your double jump, that's how you'd prefer to do it. You want your double jump to get you away if possible. Or you want it to be like in a position where the opponent can't avoid blocking. If you can use your double jump and you know that they're gonna block or parry like a jump roundhouse, or you know they're gonna block or parry a jump medium kick, that's what you want. And if failing that, you want to just like jump away so that they can't like make you land on something. Neck a punch. Double jumps where you just go over the opponent's head, and if you hit jump medium kick, it'll whiff. Those are horrible. Double jumps where they can dash under you are generally horrible. It was a nice parry.
Are you ready? Go.
Ugh, that button's not very good in this match. Chun-Li can super punish that. Wake up stomp dodges lows. Oh, he's super 2 now. Overhead, that overhead is safer than the other one. In that context, doesn't matter much. Oh, she got him midair. That was nice. Or was minus there. It's a mix-up though between empty jump low, empty jump throw, and jump in stomp. Technically, a wake up button will beat all of them, but also that loses to. It depends on the knockdown. That can lose to a regular jump button from Oro. And even if it beats the regular jump button from Oro, or even if it would, Oro can do the stomp meaty enough that that's not an option to do like a stand jab. Nice. That was a good one. Once Chun-Li has the super, Oro can't throw fireball safely. A super cancel would have been good there. He would have had a nice little guessing game. Saving the meter is really strong though, don't get me wrong. I would cut these fireballs out. He's trying to lose at this point. If he eats a super, he could die. He won't be dead to the super, but now he will. Now super will kill him. Oh, the side swap! That can happen if both characters are like back throwing and abnormally close. Nice.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
I don't see no newbie bitching. Got her midair. Super bad meaty. There was no like mix. That was a kind of good double jump. Or it was like kind of bad, but Chun-Li got caught unaware, so it ended up being good. There was nothing Chun-Li could do except block the air attack or like deal with it, etc. And it was kind of ambiguous too. Crouch face into super. Yep. EX fireball. Yep. Yep. Didn't get the mix. Is that a fucking command grab? Tomorrow? Uh-oh. If you're playing like Ryu or Ken, you've got the character who can handle most scenarios. Also, oops, from Chun-Li. What's funny is Aura's push box actually moves between those two hits, so you can have one hit go on the front and the second hit go in the back. If you're like perfect with the spacing. Easier on some characters than others. On Q, you'd have a hard time ever getting that. Depends on the character's wideness. Some characters like Alex and Makoto are very wide. Some characters like Remy and Q are very narrow. Chun-Li's around the middle of the pack. She's moderately wide. She's wider than Shadows. Nice, Nick a punch. Say medium kick Starmanos are really bad for exactly that reason. Well, not exactly that reason. Low forward is even better. But that was at a range where like low forward probably would have whiffed. Super? Yep. That was the frame that made the quick stand really hard, but Chun-Li actually still got it. You can still like quick stand pre-freeze there. You don't have to do the quick stand post-freeze. Gonna go for it again? Yep. Just got the frame again. Chun-Li did not get it. I labbed this and I've been working on it. I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go for this against Amir or fucking Ryan or something at Wednesday Night Fights. And then Ryan played Yan against me, and I'm so shit against Yan, and he's so good. I was helpless. I did get it once against Amir though. That was nice. Unfortunately, my Wednesdays are fucked now. That actually all ties together for the curious. Whoa, he did another dash. That was bold. I would have done walking, but it was hard anyway. No quick stand. No, the red! Woo! Okay, 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 okay. Super? No, he chose not to. Oh, okay. Oh, that was nice. I never looked for parry resets there. Yeah, this is good. Oh, the regular overhead. That's a punish. Oh. The Sora's real good. Chun-Li's real good too. Nice walk-in sweep. Sweep is a pretty good button here. It's not great though. It can get hit at startup. She tried to parry it, just missed it. Oops. Crouch Fierce would have gone into super there, but he did the roundhouse instead. Not that it's bad. Roundhouse is a perfectly fine thing to use there. What's funny is he didn't throw the fireball. If you do heavy fireball into roundhouse, that's literally just free damage in that combo. No one does it. Missed it. And we got an infinite gun. He does the backdash. And that was stay medium kick, probably into uppercut. But he killed before the uppercut. So now we got Aura versus a twin, which is cool. The annoying thing about the dive kicks, obviously you can parry them. Every character can parry them. If it's a whiffing dive kick, Oro can punish it with a stand roundhouse. He can like make Yun land on the roundhouse. But if Yun does ooh, whoa, watch out. Did Yun block that like it was a cross up or something? It's 3 stone, so oh, it didn't hit him at all. This is dizzy, I think. Oh no, it's not. If Yun does a real dive kick that's gonna hit as Oro tries to roundhouse a fake dive kick, a short dive kick, Oro will eat the dive kick and then like Yun can get like stand short dash punch or something. That was a low parry. Low short micro walk low parry. Bold. Head blow. Interesting wake up option. Ah, he tried to whiff punish that. Nice. Aggressive. Stands far strong. Oh, you know, that looks good. Now he's got a 5 stone going. Oh, he deliberate drop, I saw that. What the fuck, Link? He linked Stam Renos. That was a Kara command grab, I see. I see you, Oro. He's trying to pop off at this point. He's like, I've already won. That was a stomp. Jump strong. Jump strong. Is that a thing? I can't even think of the last time I've seen an Oro player do neutral jump strong. It's got an interesting angle. I think it's definitely faster, and I think it goes a little lower than neutral jump roundhouse. But it's only barely. Neutral jump roundhouse is like way better in every other way, including damage, dizzy, and range. Oh, dash punch was good there. Very nice. That was not confirmed, but it didn't need to be, because it's safe on block. The drop was kind of shitty. I like Oro. This guy's good. That's a whiff punish. Yep. I think he could have whiff punished with a shoulder, actually. It was stam roundhouse and shoulder goes under stam roundhouse. Very nice. Was that the light uppercut? I almost always do the heavy one there because the medium one drops out. I never thought to try the light one. Optimal. Not optimal at all. Now he's just fucking around. What is this? Huh? I don't have names. Or it could be anyone. Why did like 4 meaty stand strongs work in a row? That's like a non-mix-up option in the first place. Don't tell me Yum was just going for low parry every time. That's so stupid. Nice. Weird activate, but not bad. Just abnormal. Woo. Woo. Uppercut's unthrowable, I think. Or his uppercut's real risky. Same as every other uppercut in the game. He's punished crouching on the uppercut, I think, which is kind of good because every now and then people fuck up their punishes. But also you take increased damage when you're crouching, so it's also really bad. Oh. Ah, that was a nice jump. Optimal. Very good. That was 100% optimal. He got to JP5 before his uppercut. Ooh. Curious. That was kind of a bad double jump, and Ken punished it properly, actually. That was actually a whiff punish on the air normal. Very nice, very nice. Really good play by the Ken.
Are you ready? Go.
Cool tech. Oh, good tech. Oh, look at all this. Wake up delayed, close strong. Oh, this could be big. Why? Oh, no, no. I was about to say what the fuck. But no, this is right. Just going for the unblockable instead. Pursuing mid-screen is something I don't think about. I usually just do whatever combo is appropriate. Or I pursue corner. I do one or the other. I've never thought about pursuing mid-screen. You don't have to dash for that. For Ken's uppercut, you can just walk under it. Or dashed. But it doesn't matter.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Cancelled low strong. Unfortunately, although low strong does cancel for Oro, literally everything you can cancel it to is useless. It does cancel to uppercut, but the large pushback of low strong means that you lose hits at the uppercut. And like there's no scenario where you do that anyway. It doesn't combo into fireball, so it's only useful in neutral, exactly as we just saw it, low strong into fireball, which is not that bad, but it's also not very useful. It does go into command grab, but it's like it just does less damage and works from less range than close medium kick. I'm doing alright. What are Oro's other special moves? It doesn't do anything with stomp. I feel like I've got another one. Oh, air stomp. Yeah, it doesn't do anything with air stomp. And it doesn't go into any super. Nice. That would be the exact combo I would use to win that round if I got that close strong. Oro's such a little weirdo. His in-game balance isn't that good. But to be honest, it's like a miracle. It's as good as it is. If even a couple things were different about Oro, he would either be top tier or bottom tier. Okay, bottom's a bit strong. Even if he just had his pokes, he would probably be like low tier or mid. Probably mid. Probably low. If they just killed like close strong or something, if that move just didn't exist, he would still probably be low and not bottom. Jump hard punch and jump hard kick do the same damage on neutral jump. On forward jump, I think they also do the same damage, but jump hard punch can hit twice. Got the parry, and then got the punish. Very nice. You don't want the super to hit twice like it did there, because of exactly that. The parry's a lot easier. The super just has less hits. If that super had one more hit, Ken wouldn't have easily been able to get that punish that he got. I don't like that super. You can't really get a mix here. He ended up getting stuff, which is kind of cool. He just took the chip, but Ken freaked out and choked.
You win. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh, that was a parry. Into your parry, I saw it. Wake up throw. Wake up walk forward throw. I don't think it was a Kara. I would say that Sean is neither interesting nor good. But everyone else, I would say, yeah. Every character is, for the most part, interesting. Even Chun-Li is somewhat interesting. She's probably the next least interesting character after Sean. 12 is actually extremely interesting, despite the fact that he's garbage. I'm gonna take a leak. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna bother pausing the video. Here I am. I would say that there's nothing interesting about Sean's tornado kick at all. The only interesting thing about it is that it's not the hurricane kick. Name to me a single way that it's interesting. Whale kick is not terribly interesting. I would say the tackle is quite interesting, because you got multiple components to that. You got just using the dash, and you got the mix-up. Whoa. Ken has a decent answer to those. The sweep. I always do the overhead there. Like always. The L2 hit DP, it's whatever. I wouldn't say that's interesting. It's only interesting because it's different. It's cool. It's not interesting. The second hit didn't do anything. Except, like, give it a different animation. Super hard for Ken to, yeah. Ken got caught with his pants down there. If Oro times it perfectly, after a back throw, if he does 3 dashes, he'll still be frame advantage, but it's like very close. If one of his dashes is slightly slow, the opponent might have frame advantage. Whoa. Oro tried to close strong punish it, but he got bar strong. Such is the life of playing Oro. Sometimes I'm like, I wish I didn't have a range activated launcher like Urian. He can just do his launcher no matter what. And then I remember that my launcher is safe and Urian's isn't, and I'm like, ha. There we go. Since that was a 3-hit booger. Oh. He's got a Crota. Weird. He did the heavy super as well. When I have to Crota, I always do the light one. Ah. That was, I think, unsafe. Or I could have backthrown him. They've actually said, quite deliberately, that they made Sean shit on purpose. The far punch is safe. Far medium punch. Kuroda's out of prison or whatever. He was ever in prison, I don't know. He was charged, but who knows what the fuck the charge was, not me. If you know a lot about Japan's legal system, it's probably public record. Okay, I like that. I like this a lot. I'm a little lax on those. I usually forget that that's a thing. Oh, what a drop. What a drop. Nice on Ken to get the Oro into the corner. That's a natural link on Oro. Or his low crouch usually helps him, but that's only possible because of his low crouch.
Now. Are you ready? Go.
Very nice. Oh, he did the side swap version. Now he's doing the Crota on purpose. Didn't get it. Nice parry by Ken. Ironically, a neutral jump from Oro would have been very strong there. Neutral forward jump. I don't have the interview. It was posted on Event Hubs at some point. I remember I literally had like a guy got into like an argument with me. Well, he like just introduced the idea, and I was like, probably not. And then he like insisted. So it's a bit strong to say it was like an argument. I wasn't trying to force it or anything. But he said there was no way they made Sean shit on purpose. And I'm like, just look at his moves. Look how he's changed from Second Impact. Look at the low forward frame data compared to the other Shotos. There's no way you could say this is like, you know. There's no way that Sean's are better than the other two. They're just flat worse for some of his normals. Ah, this is interrupt, yeah. Anyway, we saw that interview. Or like the interview went up and then he like linked it to me. He was like, sorry, you were right. In the same interview, they said that they didn't think that that strike would still be like played now. They were just making it to make it, you know. They wanted people to enjoy it and buy the game and whatever. They didn't know like 20 years later people would still be playing. Pretty much everyone knew Chun-Li was busted within a couple of years of the game coming out. But it's very conceivable they wouldn't know Chun-Li would be broken at release. What makes her good is very weird how it all comes together. Even though it seems very simple when you're fighting it. If you can jump over the opponent in the corner, that's a real unblockable setup. But Ken is not a character. Against a fireball? How do you mean? Like if they do a point blank fireball on you when you're cornered, probably stay medium kick. Car throw isn't even the thing that makes Chun-Li really good, although, you know, it helps. I think they did know about it. I don't know if they were handing them out on purpose, but I think they already knew about car throws by that point. I don't even know. I can't say that for certainty. Cars have existed since the beginning, but it was the move to two-button cars that made car throws possible. And I don't know if they're possible in Alpha 3. But technically speaking, SF3 predates Alpha 3 anyway. New generation does anyway. I think Second Impact as well. Nice. Trove was super good at those. No swag combo? Jesus Christ. That's true. New generation and Second Impact did have one button throws. So yeah, they might not have known. I'm not an angry father. I'm impressed by this Oro. He's a very good player. I'm not fucking mad that he didn't do a swag combo. If he doesn't want to do a swag combo, that's on him. I do this combo all the time. Ah, that was probably a real cross-up.
Prepare to strike. Now.
The Sora is my brother. I'm not his dad. I can't remember the last time I was angry. Oh, that was a real cross-up. Ken should have actually stuck to the corner. The fact that he wasn't quite in the corner was actually super bad. It's very tempting to try and escape the corner whenever someone jumps at you by walking under their jump, and that's probably what Ken did there. But that he ended up putting himself into a cross-up unblockable. I don't know if there's anything I care strongly enough about to be angry at it. I feel like people have different amounts of fight and flight. And I feel like I'm very strong in the flight category. If there's anything distressing me, I probably just like avoid it. Full jump. Not super risky. Nice. Good parry, good punish. If something's bothering me, I just fucking remove myself from the scenario. I grabbed from pretty far out. But I don't think it was a car throw, it could have been. He didn't make the noise. He always makes the noise for the hard kick car throw. And I doubt that was the medium kick car throw, because it's so precise. Street Fighter 4 started as a Street Fighter 3 fourth version. That's what they say anyway.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
And then they decided just re-releasing SF2 was much more safe, since when you look at how SF2 performed and how SF3 performed. It's easy to forget that Street Fighter 2 is one of the greatest selling games of all time. You know what I mean? Like when you look at the most profitable franchises of all time, Street Fighter is actually up there. It's like top 10.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
And that's literally just because SF2 sold 1 jillion copies. It's not like Street Fighter 4 is unpopular, or 5. They're okay. They got AAA sales. It's just, you know. Isn't that the worst? You gotta have a very precise jump to jump in on an EX Fireball. If Ara throws the EX Fireball after you jump, he'll throw it at you. And if he throws it and you jump late, then he'll recover in time to block. So Ken threaded a timing needle there. Looking pretty grim. Unblockable can still win. Okay. He probably wanted to parry all of that, and he just reacted late. I have not played Grand Blue yet. No one buy it for me, okay? I haven't even decided if I want to buy it. And I don't want someone else to make that pick for me. Because if they end up buying it for me and I decide I don't want to buy it, then they spent their money and I'm probably barely going to touch it. Does it have trials? I do enjoy trials on a fighting game. A lot of people say the combat is relatively straightforward, like SF2-ish.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Aren't Riot making a fighting game? When's that shit gonna come out? What's it gonna be called? That's probably a failed super cancel. That was a successful one. Ah, that's the combo I do. Stand strong into stomp was better. It would have built more meter. Stand strong I don't think would have killed there.
Strike. Now.
That was a bad double jump. And Ken successfully got into a position where he got a mix-up punish on it. But or actually got the mix-up right. Whoa, walked out of the corner again. Stupid. Small brain. Small brain Ken player. See, that's why I like the light super there. Even the medium super is like a little too high. Roundhouse should kill. Or that. Uppercut is also good.
You win. All right.
That's kind of disappointing.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I want a fighting game like that catches people who don't play fighting games. I feel like there hasn't been one of those in a while. What was the last one? Ah yes, Smash Ultimate. Dragon Ball Fighters, yeah. I was thinking more of developer than franchise. But franchise obviously works for that.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I'd probably like Jump Force. I've never played any of them. You can like play as like everyone, right? I can have fucking Ichigo and like Luffy and like fucking Yusuke Urameshi. Just fucking duking it out. If it's got shit gameplay, then that's such a shame because of all the fucking great IPs.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Nice comparison. The double O shorts are so scary. I'm surprised fucking Shoto players don't always do that confirm. The damage loss compared to low short, low jab, low short is like, they do like the same fucking damage. And you can red parry the low jab version. And also it works at smaller, like fewer ranges. You can red parry the low short as well, don't get me wrong. But the red parry is a high parry on low short, low jab.
You win.
Whoa, I want that too actually.
Go.
If there was a JoJo fighting game, I would main... Let me think about this. I would main Gappy. You know Colleen's forward dash? Gappy would have that. I've stolen all the friction from my heels. Gappy would have Thanos' bubble.
Are you ready? Go.
Oh, I've done that exact sequence so many times. This whole thing. Universal overhead, it gets blocked, you mash parry, the opponent hits you, and you parry it, and then you infinite them. Oh, fuck up. Into a Crota setup that worked. Weird one.
Are you ready? Go.
What the fuck is a magent? So it's some fucking... Oh, weird starter. I like that. Cool, pickup. I legit don't remember that. God damn it. I gotta reread part 7. Oh no, I remember it. Okay, yeah. I'm with it. I was picturing the heroes getting stuck in the river, but it was the guy who got stuck in the river.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I don't like that mix. He's gotten paid off for it a couple times now. But I feel like if the opponent plays it right. Nice. The manga is literally better than the anime. And the anime's good.
All right. That's cool. Final round. Go.
God, Funny Valentine is so cool. What really gets me is his scars. I don't have mixed feelings about Part 8. I fucking love Part 8. Nothing mixed about it. Part 8 is like fucking... It's like a weird cross... Oh. Cool parries, bro. Part 8 is like a weird cross between Part 7 and Part 4. Oh no. Oh no.
You win. Now. Fighters ready. Engage.
Part 8 started in like 2012 or something. Someone look it up. Someone look up when JoJolion started. There's 12 chapters a year, so... And right now they're on like... I forget, like 100 chapters. Not quite. I don't remember how many they're on. Part 7 was 95 chapters. And that's the longest part. But they're like 40-page chapters. Back when it was on Jump, it was like 20-page chapters. So even though they have more chapters in the older JoJo parts, they end up being shorter than Part 7. Araki got asked in an interview whether he could whether Part 8 was going to be the last part, and he said, I think I've got one more left in me. Something like that. This Aura's normal selection is perfect. That was the wrong combo, I think, but it didn't matter.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Araki's like surprisingly old, but he's not like super duper old. He just doesn't look old. He was born like the 70s or something, wasn't he? Maybe before that, I don't know. He looks super fucking young. It's unreal. Oda's really old, isn't he? How old is Oda? You can just tell from JoJo that the guy cares a lot about body maintenance. So many of the stands are based on it, or like, you know, like the powers, I should say, since Ripple was too. Oof.
Final round. Now.
Oh, that was kind of cool. That all combo too. Ken can do that. Kingdom Hearts 3 ends the first third of the Kingdom Hearts arc, I think, right? The creator said something like that. He said everything tied to what's his face? Xemnas. But it's not that old at all. Wow. Everything tied to Xehanort is the first third of his plans.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I feel like something can be incredibly dumb as long as it takes itself seriously. My evidence for this is Kingdom Hearts and also Sonic.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
That was a car throw. Whoa, it crossed up. I haven't thought about that in a while. If Oro gets a back throw on cornered Chodos, that was a deliberate and intentional Crota because of the bad screen position. If Oro gets Oro normally can't jump over the Chodos in the corner, but if he back throws them into the corner, he can jump over them. Very unique scenario. It's because their knockdown is facing the other direction. Mike's meter build.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I've heard that the Kingdom Hearts plot is actually very internally consistent and like decent with the explanations, but it contains a lot of stuff that people forget about or like isn't explained very well at times. The order that it's revealed to the player makes it confusing, for example. But I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Chain of Memories. And a little bit of Days. Teeny tiny bit of Days.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Whoa, nice. Nice punish.
You win. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh, that was like a fucking thunder kick or something. Didn't Booger. Booger's not great versus Ken there. It's better or worse depending on the knockdown timing. This Oro's neutral is super good. It's better than mine. Some of the decision making is a bit questionable,
battle. Go for it.
but the way he moves is generally very strong. I don't like his double jumps actually, but his normal selection is very good. My normal selection is pretty bad. Nice. Oh no, he was too fast. There are a lot of ways you can drop that. He launched and then a hit of the booger was still there. Ugh. It's not too bad to spend meter. But that was pulled meter to spend.
Engage.
That was an unbelievably deceptive cross up. But Ken actually didn't hit. Ken can jump out. That was nice. It was a heavy super and Ken walked forward too much.
Prepare to strike. Now.
It's very annoying to punish Coward Copter. You have to like predict it and completely surrender your booger pressure to get a real punish. Parrying it doesn't do a whole lot, especially because you don't really know which side it's going to land on, although you can make a good guess, and you don't even know whether it's going to hit you, because sometimes it won't. One thing I find is very consistent is when Ken does the Coward Copter with EX2, Tatsu, you dash towards him as he's landing, and Oro's forward dash has low profile, so you'll almost never get hit by the Tatsu. And then you'll recover just in time to stand strong and before he recovers. That's the best I can find. Getting a grounded stand strong on a Coward Copter is great. But in order to be able to dash and land next to Ken who's Coward Coptering out, you have to not follow the booger in until pretty late.
Now. For battle.
So you sacrifice like mix-up time, basically.
Battle. Go for it.
Oh, he was just trying to get out of the corner. He actually should have hit leg jump roundhouse or something. Jump medium kick. Weird, awkward movement. Super bad. Oh, that's interesting. Not a terrible idea. Uppercut through your parried normal. But he was too far away. The fuck, are you all just fucking Neros or what? Was Trish playable in DMC4? Or was it just like Virgil? Lady! I like DMC 1 and 3. I don't even really like 1 that much. I like 3 a lot though. I knew Lady was present. But I know she was playable. Ooh. No, I didn't play 5. I barely played the 4. Barely played is a bit of an understatement.
You win.
Aw, it's over.
Round one.
That's kind of loud. Look. It's Sharon. I like Sharon. Oh yeah, that championship edition bison right there. Gun loaded. Stand back. I truly love the synergy between mechanics in this game. From what I've seen, if Excel is like well utilized, it's kind of busted. Ooh, that cross up hard kick. So it's a bit strong compared to some of the other mechanics. But it really feels like the way that Excel works to counter guard breaks. Or the way guard breaks can be used to like cancel supers. All the ways you can use meter are working together perfectly. The way you can do super stuff. And it feels like there are a lot of different ways to spend multiple bars to do about the same amount of damage. It probably affects a little bit of stuff. I don't know how much. I think this is the only throw in the game you can combo out of, but don't quote me. Normal throw. No, I think Zangief has one as well. Actually, that one might be a special move. Guard broken. If you have a meter, you can just excel and then punish the guard break like that, and it's a guaranteed punish. But making the assessment that you have meter is not always easy. Is that a punish? Wow. That had an ass ton too. It does feel very expressive, this game. Counter excel is very powerful. You're potentially throwing away a meter, so it's a guess. Sam is so sick in this game. Nice combo. That always looks like it's going to fall out, and it always works. God, I love the stages and the music in this game. They're kind of cheap, but there's something about them that works. That Symfierce probably punished that Psycho. You mean EX? Yeah. I'd say that pretty much every Street Fighter game has a killer soundtrack. This one's no exception. I just suddenly remembered that I'd love to make combo trials for Omega. I wonder how easy that would be to mod. I know people have successfully modded in their own trials. He's just slid under it. Like a dungeon. Oh, do we have the loop? No. We don't have shit. Might have it this time. Okay, we got a little loop. You can get 2 breaths there, but it's super precise. My favorite throw animation in the game is the one where Dawson slides all over you. Then wait here. Get him with that jump medium kick. Okay. That got ugly. This game, when it came out, was blatantly like cash grabbing off of Tekken 2 and 3. But now I feel like people don't really think about that so much. There is walls on every stage. Oh, I dropped it again. It won't just scroll forever. Dulcim's in the corner right now. It's kind of, a lot of the stages, I should say all the stages, it's not obvious where the corner is. Nice. He landed on the fireball. Didn't Tekken 3 have little... No, I think all the Tekken games have a little, like, replay after a match, right? People always skip them. That fireball super is real interesting because you can charge it. In juggles, you can, like, often get a full charge. I shouldn't say often. In very specific launchers, you can get a full charge. It's really powerful. Nice. All of his normals cancel into that. It's fucking Crackerjack. You never see this character get played. He's super rare. I don't know if he's bottom tier or what. Crackerjack, unlike every other Street Fighter EX side character, this guy is just a blatant Street Fighter ripoff. He's Balrog with like 2 extra special moves. Are those real mash shows? I don't even fucking know. I feel like they are, but I don't know. Then you jump hard punch. I think Sim is a strong character in this game. But I can't even remember the last time I saw a tier list. I think, what's her name? Area and Viroso are super good. Maybe Chun-Li. Probably Sim. I think Viroso is like number 1. He's real nasty when you see someone playing him. Someone find like a tier list and paste it. I want to know. Remember Mario 64 co-op? I actually played that with a couple different people. Oh, that looks so stupid. Ocarina of Time co-op? I think ZFG put a video of that on his channel recently. I didn't watch it. But I never really thought about how ridiculous that would actually be when you're playing it. Guess you're all just Link. The Sim is landing a lot of throws. Love that fucking grab. Oh yeah, Garda is supposed to be pretty good, I think. I forgot about him. Dude, DK64 5-player co-op actually sounds hella fun. Oh my god, dude. It's so goofy. Dawson can just generate fucking mass. There's no reason he shouldn't be able to do shit like that. Like, yeah, his height's variable, but I think his weight is variable too, right? "15 seconds. Garda's attacks do weirdly high chip and also have weirdly high meter build. Oh, it's not enough though. Round start DP. Excel works really nicely with Garda's kit too. A sweep under the fireballs. A lot of characters have that. I think Chun-Li does too. With the Crouch Run House. You have some normal that like ignores fireballs but only punishes them at very specific ranges. It's a fun design. Oh, nice. Caught the attempted whiff punish. Yup, we got loops. Oh, fucked it up. He hasn't gotten that like at all. You can do it literally 4 times. Wow. Okay, here we go. Look how perfectly that all worked. That was a ton of damage for 1 bar. Oh, that's good. Yeah, this should be over. The DP to end. Stylish. Yeah, that's blood. Street Fighter 2 had blood as well, actually. Street Fighter 4 has some stylistic things that are referencing blood. Vega has red streaks on a few of his animations. Ultra 2. I think Ultra 1 as well. Okay, let's see it. Where are my S tiers? The EX characters seem to be less played than the Street Fighter characters. Oh, just link the whole thing to me. Come on, we're watching it. Can't you just copy paste, or is it shitty? Hard to copy paste. He tried to slide into here and it actually didn't work. Interesting. I think Garda's mix-up isn't super good, so it's not too surprising to see these like clocks. He mostly just overcomes you with chip and good hitboxes and stuff. He can super cancel here. He chose not to. I don't blame him. But I was just kind of hoping he would. Super canceling was the wrong play. Where is Dawson going with that super? He's just looking for 1 Excel so we can get a bunch of Excels, but I don't know. It looks like he can't really do it. Garda is top tier. Sharon's top tier. Christ, I know she's got the grab, but that's a bit bold. It seems like she's not that played. Rosso and Dawson don't surprise me at all. Area doesn't surprise me at all. So, like, 4 of the characters that I said were probably top tier are D Dark that high, Hokuto that high, Scullo like mid. We got a lot of Street Fighter characters at the bottom. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed. Now I think about it, I don't see Chun-Li players that much, and when I do see them, they're not doing that well. Ah, you can't do it. I want EX4. Oh, that's good. Should kill. Sharon has a command grab that she can combo out of, and that's quite strong. Did I already say that? Because I was thinking it. The stage is so weird. It reminds me of the moon from Majora's Mask. When you got horses flying around in the background. The combination of space plus a tree, a single hill with a single tree. It's very Majora's Mask. When did Majora's Mask come out? 2000? I think. Oh, loaded. Weird time to do that. Wonder when this game came out. That fucking super, I forgot that existed. You never see that super. Ever. What's the apple mean? Is that chip? Why EX4? I want it. There's nothing else to it. Oh, the delayed super cancel! Oh, I did the camera pan thing. This game is so weird. You know how like Melee pretends it's 2D, but it's actually 3D, but the characters typically can't like move on the other plane. But every now and then you see like wonkiness based on that, like that famous video of Yoshi's tongue missing. This game has that too, where it's actually 3D, but the characters normally can't move on the third plane. But every now and then they will move on the third plane, and it'll make stuff kind of fuck up, and it's super weird. I think every super that kills the opponent does meteors. Or every way to use meteor that kills the opponent. She's got the bullet, dude. That bullet's pretty scary. I think it does a lot of chip too. Is this turning around? Just do a fucking block super into the bullet. Will that kill? I don't even know. Chip is not too high in this game. Unless you're Garda. You gotta do something. Yeah, that was nice. Unfortunately, the bullet is not preserved between rounds, I think. I lied, it is. I was completely wrong. Nice. Good confirm. I didn't touch DMC2 because I just always hear people bitching about it. Isn't it like chronologically the last DMC? Or maybe not anymore. Probably like 5 is now, right? I know that DMC2 has some nonsense related to Dante's power level. Like Dante is like the strongest in that game that he ever is in the series. Or something like that. And when people talk about like, you know, how strong Dante is compared to other fictional characters. No super cancel there, huh? Wasn't it just a win? Anyway, when people are bitching about like power levels of various fictional characters, they bring up Dante and DMC2. That's true, I did. This is the first time I'd ever seen it, to be honest, watching you play it. Cracker Jack. Call him Cracker Joe. Thank you. You know, this stage is pretty weird. I like Balrog. I don't know if I like Balrog more than Dudley. But I do like Balrog. I like his no-nonsense attitude. I appreciate having a villain like that. I feel like every other villain is nonsense. Balrog is like a realistic enemy in a series full of unrealistic enemies. Balrog's motivations are very relatable. He wants money. Is it? I guess a lot of the reason I like Balrog is just because his gameplay style is cool. I like Balrog in most Street Fighter titles. I guess all of them, actually. Is it a kill? I thought he could do his air super there. It might just do really shit damage. God, why is it that fucking... I wonder what good games were made in a very small amount of time. I always hear stories of like literally, what's the... Sonic 06 is one of them, right? Sonic 06 was made in like 8 months, I think. Games with a super short development cycle that do really poorly. It's like that picture of the guy who draws Spider-Man 3 times. The video. Mega Man 7 was rushed. I bet every Mega Man was rushed. They managed to make 6 on the NES. Mega Man 7 is my least favorite Mega Man. Classic Man. I quite like... I like 2 a lot. I like 3 a lot. I like 5 and 6 a lot. 4 is okay. 1 is kind of bad. 8 I like a good amount. 9 is amazing. 10 is pretty good. And base is kind of shitty. I think I like 7 more than 1, but I think I like end base more than 7. The first 10 KOF games came out within 10 years, I think. Something like that. Rush is hard to say, because if you look at pairs of games, a lot of them weren't changed that much. They'll like have like one mechanical change with big implications, but not a whole lot of like new animations or anything like that. Not a lot of new characters. It's basically like DLC almost. Except you'd have those mechanical changes that would change things a lot. Mega Man 7 is the one with Shade Man, isn't it? I fucking hate that guy because of the Battle Network series. Shade Man's a cunt. I didn't mean it. I started streaming waiting for my friend to get free. We were gonna get into a call. And I've been streaming for 2 hours. With fucking no... The friend is just offline at this point. No feedback. Shake my head. Battle Network's excellent. Play any game in the series. You can play them all in release order. And that would probably be the best way to experience them. A lot of people say skip 1, but I think that's... You're selling yourself short. But that being said, 1 is the worst game. Like, by far. In the series. You might argue that 4 is worse. I personally wouldn't anymore. But 1, like, literally feels like an alpha for the rest of the games. Oh yeah, the DS remake of 1 fixes a lot of its issues. I've never played it. Operation Shooting Star. But I know some of the things it did. It adds 1, like, campaign. 1 scenario. And then it just has a lot of quality of life stuff for the rest of the game. I think someone made a ROM hack that literally just adds Operation Shooting Stars stuff to the original GBA game, which is kind of funny. Oh, later. I really like the way it looks when Crackerjack juggles into like a low strong dash upper. I remember fucking around in GTA 3 ages ago. I remember fucking around in San Andreas. That was a game. What do people think is the best Grand Theft Auto? Hi. What's like the public perception of Grand Theft Auto? What are the good ones? People like 5, right? I remember constant bitching about 4 when it came out. Nico, my cousin, etc. It's rather famous that Resident Evil 4 got restarted like 3 different times. Or like 4 or something. Betas for Resident Evil 4 turned into DMC1. And I think Haunting Ground, right? Haunting Ground started as a Resident Evil game. There might be another one still that I'm forgetting. Nice cross. EX2 baby. Onimusha. Ooh. The RE4 we got is pretty fucking great. It's one of my favorite games. My only lament is I've now mastered it. Still fun to replay though. Haunted Ground is the best Clock Tower game. Accurate. I didn't like Clock Tower. I played 2 of them. I played whichever one is on the PS1, which I think is Clock Tower 3, right? And I remember being like weirded out by it. I really like the Super Famicom Clock Tower. Was it Super Famicom? It was the one that like it got... I forget how it worked. I think Clock Tower 1 was never released in the US, and then Clock Tower 2 was just released as Clock Tower. And then Clock Tower 3 was released... Or Clock Tower Clock Tower 1 was then re-released as like Clock Tower 2 or like Clock Tower the Beginnings or something like that. Like it eventually got a US release, but somewhere weird. I played a translated ROM though. It's a good game. I like it a lot. Yeah. Thing combo. That's safe though. Okay, so the one I played was probably Clock Tower 2. The PS2 one. Which I didn't like. It's just a point and click. Clock Tower 1. But it's got an interesting premise and it's quite tense. It's weird having like something chasing you that can kill you in a point and click, you know what I mean? I played a lot of point and clicks where you basically can't die or you literally can't die. Damn, I just had a weird flashback to Spy Fox. Remember that shit? Remember Spy Fox? I was mad when I was a kid because my parents called me Putt Putt and not Spy Fox. I never even knew someone who heard about Freddy Fish. Like, what the fuck even is that? What was the other one? Pajama Sam. Humongous Entertainment. Remember them? They're all on Steam now. You can just go. Oh, he dropped the combo! What are actual good point and clicks? Monkey Island, there's one. What's the one? King's Crusade or something like that? I can't think of the name of it. King's Quest. There you go. What about like Uninvited? 7X? Point and clicks are fun. I never played Grim Fandango. I think it's famous, right? I didn't touch it. Night. What was that PC one? It might have been DOS, and it was like one of the first ever point and clicks. Well, it wasn't even a point and click because you couldn't point and click. You just had to type in your commands. But it was based on an Agatha Christie novel. And then there were none or something, maybe. I dare you guys to look up the original name of And Then There Were None. Oh. Maniac Mansion, that was NES. Wasn't it? Draw? Wow, both players got the draw in round 5, and like Garda was the winner. What the fuck? I'd be mad. Phoenix Wright games are point and clicks. We had a new one of those not so long ago. Or maybe it's a while now. When did Phoenix Wright 5 come out? 6, actually. Or 5, depending on whether you think Apollo Justice counts. Point and clicks are really easy to make. The stage is really nice. Reminds me of DKC 3 snow levels. Easy to make, like, not graphically intensive. Straightforward to program. Mystery House was the game I was thinking of. It also wasn't DOS. It was by Online Systems, the company that would evolve to become Sierra. Okay, I'll play Spy Fox on stream. Mystery House is such a great name for a game. $1980. Imagine playing a game made in 1980. When was Prince of Persia made? I hella played that game. That game's old as shit. 1989. See, that's 9 years later. That game can become president of the United States. Designing good puzzles is super hard. That being said, it's easy to design bad puzzles. And a lot of the point and clicks I played had very bad puzzles. When you say new, how new? Because there hasn't been one for a while. If you're talking about the like the Sands of Time trilogy, quadrilogy, or like the PS3 one, then yeah. When am I gonna play Baba Z? What the fuck? I forgot I had that. That'll be my next stream. Actually, I gotta beat Bug Fables. I know. No, I only beat one of Spyro. I'll get to the others. I was thinking about it longer, and I was thinking maybe I will just play the ones on Reignited. I don't know, I want the original experience too. I'm still undecided, it's hard. Oh, my friend's free. I'm gonna dip. It's been fun chilling with you guys. But I'm going to leave.